started.
I think everyone is here, so you probably can get started whenever you're ready.
All right, perfect. And I apologize. I've got a very whiny dog here, so if you hear her, I'm so sorry. All right, well, we'll get started. So welcome everybody. This is a small group. We have all of 2 folks, but we're very excited to have them both. So obviously, if this is your first time joining A Personal Story, since we've started doing them live again, a little bit different than the way you used to. So hopefully it still is this sort of the same. So we are going to be recording this and it will be posted on the internet if you want your team to see it. I know this was a little bit last minute. So this is a really important part of our culture. We're really excited that we're able to do these live again. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'll start with Lynn. She's currently in the Mount Pleasant office, but she's going to be in Dallas, Texas, and she's going to be a CPAC manager. So Lynn, do you want to go ahead and start us off?
Sure.
Okay.
I was debating this morning on, since I'm so old, I have plenty of stories, like facts, fun facts. But I decided to tell one that had something to do with insurance. And so when I first started in insurance, I had just gotten out of underwriting training and was working in my first office and sitting there taking it all in like I was supposed to. And I had to work a stint in the claims department. And I kept reading all these claims, and it was just really weird because it was all these cars would like hit buildings, or they would hit gas tanks, and it always would say UNK hit building or UNK hit. And so my very first meeting, I went into the big conference room. There was some reinsurers there, some managers there, and I'm going to be this smart little underwriter. And I said, you know, the funny thing about this insurance business is there's a lot of unkind people. And there was just dead silence. And I said, I'm looking at everybody, and they said, I'm sorry, what? I said, there's a lot of unkind people in insurance. And they said, what are you talking about? I said, well, every claims file I picked up, it said UNK hit building. And they went, UNK stands for unknown. And so, but from that, I felt mortified, obviously embarrassed, but from that company used that term. It's for as long as I remember. They would say, oh, unkind person hit the end. So I have my own abbreviations in insurance now. So, anyway.
Oh, that's great.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Lynn.
Sure.
That was great. I wasn't sure if you were going to share the one we talked about the other day or not, but that one was just.
I started to. I had actually.
All right, awesome. Okay, well, Rowie, you're up next. So Rowie is going to be an operator on our customer care team, and he is currently working from home, but is in New York. So when we get an office, he'll be in the New York office.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in New York. This is my first stint in the insurance world. I'm out of insurance stories. I don't have too many or any. But I look forward to working with everybody. It seems like a really great environment. And a little bit about myself. I'm a big sci-fi and fantasy fan, and I love, you know, all those movies and those kinds of TV shows. A big Comic-Con person, and I try to make that every year. And yeah, I look forward to what this insurance game holds for me. So.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. Okay. Well, like I said, these will be recorded. So if you want to check them out yourselves, Rowie and Lynn, feel free. They should be up soon. Well, y'all did great. We really appreciate it. I know it's a little different, especially when you're virtual, just talking to yourself. So thanks, guys. And thanks, everyone who showed up. Let your team know they can watch this, and we'll meet again in a couple of weeks. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.